to start off with here. Just takes your eyes a bit to adjust. Have you guys been in any other caves before?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
So, yeah, our cave here, it's really unique. Most caves are limestone throughout the United States, but we're actually the only gypsum show cave in the United States. So all the rock that we're seeing around us through here, this is all alabaster, which is a type of gypsum. So, like I said, largest, or I guess only gypsum show cave in the United States and largest gypsum show cave in the world. But yeah, as we're going through here, you guys can feel free to touch any of the rocks if you'd like to. A little bit different than most caves. A lot of caves will get in trouble for that.
Yes.
But not a big deal. Yeah, so just a little bit different type of mineral here. You know, we really don't see like the stalactites or stalagmites with this type of, rock. So really don't damage it, millions of years of growth by touching it. So, but yeah, we'll kind of go through here and we'll show you guys some cool spots along the way. But like I said, if you guys have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's algae. Yeah, if you notice where the light's shining at, that's where the algae grows. So, it has to have light to grow.
I did the same, Matthew.
The bridge is kind of slick here. Yeah, kind of neat shelf here. Yeah, you're welcome to. So down to our side here, we're going to see this water flowing through. This is actually a natural spring, so this water is always flowing. Very slowly, still carves our cave out. According to geologists, this cave, it really started its formation around 270 million years ago. And at that point in time, the Permian Sea actually covered this area. This was completely underwater. And as water washed through here over the years, that's really what carved out our pathway. You guys kind of see how this rock here, it used to be up on the ceiling, perfect outlines for all these. But yeah, we you really don't have that happen, you know. There's one big one in recent history, but I'll explain that one a little later. All right, guys, watch your heads here.
No.
Guys, I think I'm gonna hold up here for a second. I'll let everybody catch us here. Okay.
How much has been explored?
We think 100% of it's been explored.
Oh, for real?
But, there's always, changes, shifting going on. So there could be spots we don't know about yet. So, but I wanted to stop here for a second and show you guys this wall here. We call it Graffiti Hall. But we have a couple signatures that stand out, like Aubrey Brundon, 1920. Over here's Orland Moon, May 1900. So we're not exactly sure. Yeah, we're not exactly sure who discovered the cave. We just know that people have been here or been coming through since the late 1800s. And down below us, there's actually the original pathway through here. So, people would actually come through that way and sign their name when they get here, basically a signing wall. When the state purchased the cave in 1953, they actually carved out a bit on the rock that we walked past to make it more convenient for us to get through. So, but yeah, kind of neat to see these signatures. Of course, today we call this vandalism here, but kind of neat to see the older ones though.
Have you gone down there?
I have. Actually, on our way back, if you guys want to go down there, you're welcome to.
I'm okay with it. We can do it. It's okay. Where are the bats?
This time of year, we don't see a lot of
That's
bats.
the best answer you can give. Great.
And we have some chambers above us that, they're actually staying in those this time of year, especially the females are having their babies, so
Yeah.
they try to go to different areas we're not going through. But yeah, this above us here, have some water dripping. This is another natural spring, so, like I said, we don't see much for, stalactites or stalagmites. But if you guys look below as you go through, you'll see a little bit of growth on these rocks from that repeated water dripping. Almost looks like coral. But yeah, this water, it is very clear, but it's not very good to drink though. It's really high in mineral content, so wouldn't sit with you very well. A lot of the rock dissolves into it, so it's high in calcium and sulfur.
What are stalactites made out of then? Sediment?
Calcite, basically.
Okay.
So basically the same thing we see there.
It just happened?
But yeah, that just has a tough time developing because it so easily dissolves into the water. And, it's kind of slick right there. Watch your step.
Might be slippery.
Oh, here comes your back.
Thank you. Thank you.
kind of. Uh-oh. Doing all right? The power just went out. I tell the younger kids this is where our mountain lion scratches his claws at, but just some man-made marks there. Not sure what their purpose was. It looks like they took some holes out on that end. Yeah, I kind of noticed how smooth it is through here. Yeah, a lot of cave would have looked like this a long time ago. It's just that, like I said, these rocks, they slowly fall over long periods of time, so they leave rough spots behind when they do that. Yeah, we are kind of getting into our dome section here. We have one up above us. We call it keyhole dome. So it looks like a giant keyhole up in the ceiling. But that ceiling is about 25 feet from where we're standing. And then the ground level is 25 feet above that. So we're about 50 feet underground here.
I gotta get out from underneath that. Throw it again. Just go get it. What?
There's a light bag in the back and out nowhere.
I know, watch your head here.
Sometimes we see some crawfish down here. That's kind of what I was looking for.
That's
But
interesting.
I don't see any right off today anyways. Yeah, if you guys look above us here, we call this our cave monster. He's a pretty nice guy, though. He's always smiling up here.
Probably should have left as above somewhere else. As above, so below it. That was about people going in caves.
What was it called?
As above, so below.
Yeah, I try not to watch those movies before I come down here.
He's watched a movie called As Above, Still Below.
As above, so below.
That's what I couldn't figure out.
There's a lot of ones.
Words.
A lot of ones.
The title. Yeah. I just have to keep watching where I'm walking.
Alright, guys, this slope gets really pretty slick here sometimes, so just watch your step as you're
Oh,
going
thank you,
downhill
Matthew.
here.
Appreciate your help.
I'll let you guys get up here just a little bit. I'm going to stop here for a second. Yeah, I wanted to stop here for a second. I found another animal here, a big mean one down here, but no, a little salamander hanging out. So, see, yeah, we see these guys in here. It's called tiger salamander. So they have those yellow spots on them. They're pretty easy to find when they're crawling around down here. So yeah, a little bitty. We have like some cave crickets that hop around in here. They would really like to eat those guys up. Yeah, one other animal I was gonna point out, we don't ever see them down here, but we see all their footprints. You guys see all these footprints on the side? You know what those are? Yeah, definitely. So these raccoons, they come down here, they kind of look for those salamanders and crawfish down here to eat. So I think they get full from our dumpsters, but I guess not. But they just follow this stream in and out. That's how they navigate the caves. So really smart. Then we also have another dome above us we'll point out here. So yeah, we call this one Cathedral Dome. You guys can really see how that water would have swirled around here to carve this out. Yeah, a lot of kids say it looks like their Hot Wheels racetrack up here. So, yeah, neat formation. But yeah, we can see some different layers of rock through here. That ceiling up there is called Nescatunga gypsum, and it's mined around this part of Oklahoma and mainly used for drywall for the walls in your house. And then we have a thinner layer of shale, which is the brown layer up there. And everything down below us